Okay, so I'm recording you guys. So Dad, say something.
Now's the time for all good men to come to aid of their party, especially if you know a woman like Andrea.
Oh, good grief.
That's one of the things I miss, him not being around. It's like losing a really best friend. And then somebody who's funny and talented. But overall, I'd say he was just a great dad. Always there for us, always.
At the time of me writing this, 30,553 hours, 1,833,202 minutes, and 109,992,127 seconds has elapsed since you left. What's interesting about this is that time stopped when you did. Everything felt different when you left. The one I looked up to is so far above me, it's hard for me to see you. I miss you. We all do. I miss you quizzing me on my math to make sure I still got it. I miss watching you build and build and build and never stop. And I think you're still building wherever you are.
My favorite memories of Pawpaw are when he would add on to the house. It would keep changing, but he would put swings up in the house for us. So we have our own little swing set inside the house. We could swing. He would, when we were really little, he would throw us up in the air and then catch us. I remember him just taking us in our stomach with, you know how you feel when you're on a roller coaster.
This feels like a test. My favorite memories, I would say, would be his sense of humor and the way he would tell jokes, because he had a really good sense of humor.
My favorite memories, oh my gosh, there's so many. But the one that I really, really enjoyed was his sense of humor. So like when I was younger coming up, he used to really like this comedy. It's just like this comedy book thing, The Far Side. So sometimes he would leave little Far Side comedies on my door and stuff. And I'd wake up, I'm like, what's that about? But it was really funny. And he had funny jokes. He was just a funny person all around. So that was really nice. It made it nice to be around him. And other people like being around him as well.
Your laugh is uncomparable to anyone else's. That was your purpose, to make people laugh and smile. Well, at least that was one of them.
So he had different friends, but they all knew one particular aspect about him. They didn't know everything about him. That he was very intelligent. So he was an engineer and also a contractor and also a musician. He taught himself to play music, and he actually used to tour a lot. When he was younger, he'd be in clubs and things, and he actually performed around a lot of different people, like Al Jarreau and all that. But if you just met him, you wouldn't know that he had all these different levels to him, because he wouldn't brag, he wouldn't talk about it, but he was just a well-rounded human being.
One of the first things I remember as a kid is hearing your piano keys. Your music became a part of me. You really made me love jazz. I'm one of the few Gen Zers who does. You are just so fascinating and interesting. There was never a dull moment.
He was very knowledgeable. So I could sit and listen to him talk for hours. And I would always learn something new because he did a lot of reading and was very, very knowledgeable.
He went out and did what he wanted. He was from the Midwest, and he picked up and he moved to California. He pursued everything. He got to do everything he wanted to do. Got to be a musician, start his own business. He's just multidimensional. And so he had a lot going on. So if you met him, you think, oh, he's an engineer or he's a musician, but you wouldn't know he does all, accomplished all these different things.
You know, the thing about my dad was he kind of lived a couple of different lives. And just in talking with him, I realized that as well. I didn't know he knew about golf and just the different adventures he had in life. Just, him experiencing the amount of racism he experienced while he was in the Navy, and just, I guess, his life before he became what he is or was now, or then before being the jazz player and organ player at the church. He just lived a very full life. So I'm assuming people might have little hints or drops about that, but yeah. Oh, and the fact that he helped invent the little escape raft that they have on airplanes. Yeah.
This is a never-ending letter, and I will never be able to stop talking about you. You are an insightful, intelligent, hilarious, tenacious, musically inclined genius. But most importantly, you are my grandfather, and I am your only granddaughter, which makes me even more special.
Most of us in the mid to upper 50s, and most of us stay in dry with spotty showers, Sharufa. And oh, good job.
The
No, Nessa.
and yeah.
Nessa, the teenager.
Been here before.
Oh my goodness, she did well in school though. She got a 4.0.
Yeah. How many people do that?
Yeah, I don't know if I think she has a photographic memory because it's not a lot of work to her.
Yeah.
That's good and bad
It sure is.
because when she's gonna have to really apply herself, she's not getting enough practice doing that.
Yeah.
So but she
The love of her is so high that it's hard to come down on that not spiritual, literal level. And grandmothers don't help.
Yeah, she gets
Oh, baby, you're so sweet. You're the winner.
Yeah, you're the winner all the time. You're the winner all the time.
You can't win all the
You
time.
can't win all the time.
You can in the long haul if you look at it like that.
Yeah. But so, yeah, she's doing well in school and
Yeah.
getting ready to go into 10th grade in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So she's adjusted pretty well.
Boy, if she just can stay around the right crowd or a crowd that has folks in it.
Yeah,
Because it's influential. Evil is very influential.
yeah. That's always my prayer for her, that she's surrounded by people who know God and
Yeah, sure.
that she has the discernment.
To be
You know,
steadfast.
So, yeah, it's a lot of work on me too because I'm trying to filter, her activities.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure, okay, what's this group like, and trying
Right.
to keep her in social things
Right.
so that she has interaction with people her age, since there's no brothers sisters. And so, keeping her in her Girl Scouts and
Mm-hmm.
her other activities.
Because envy is of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
People see her doing good and they see her doing good without a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Those are some hated people.
Yeah. Yeah, without a lot of effort.